Good morning, students. Today our topic is electric quadrupole. What is an electric quadrupole? An electric quadrupole is the arrangement of the two parallel dipoles of opposite polarity. That means their dipole moments are in opposite directions but equal, otherwise separated by small distance. This is the definition of electric quadrupole and diagram representing the arrangement of electric quadrupole. There are two dipoles which are at a distance of small a, and these are arranged parallel to each other but of opposite polarity. Now, how can we calculate the electric field due to a quadrupole? For this, we consider this arrangement of the quadrupole. And we have to find the electric field intensity at point P, and there are two positive charges, plus Q at point B and plus Q at point A, and at the center minus 2Q charge is placed, and point P is at a distance small r1 from point A, and at a distance r2 from point B, and at a distance r from the center O. Now, to determine the resultant electric field at point P, we first determine the component of the electric field in radial direction as well as in tangential direction. We have to calculate the electric field in radial direction and in tangential direction. Now, the electric potential V due to an electric quadrupole is equals to KQD divided by twice R cube into 3 cos square theta minus 1. And if we find the radial component of the electric field, then we get that this is equal to ER is equals to minus del V by del R. Now, differentiate V with respect to R only. So, we get ER is equals to 3 KQD divided by 2 into R power 4 into 3 cos square theta minus 1. This is the radial component of the electric field. Now, tangential component of the electric field E theta is equals to minus 1 by R into del V by del theta. Put the value of V from the equation first, then we get E theta is equals to minus 1 by R del V by del theta is equals to minus 1 by R del by del theta into KQD divided by twice R cube into 3 cos square theta minus 1. E theta is equals to minus 1 by R del by del theta into KQD divided by twice R cube into 3 cos square theta minus 1. Now, if we differentiate it with respect to theta only, then we get that the tangential component of the electric field E theta is equals to 3 KQD sin 2 theta divided by 2 into R power 4. Now, For finding the resultant electric field at point P, apply the formula E is equals to under root ER square plus E theta square, and put the value of ER and E theta in this equation. Then we get E is equals to under root 3k qd divided by twice r power 4 into 3 cos square theta minus 1 whole square plus 3kqd divided by twice r power 4 into sine 2 theta whole square. Now if we solve this equation, then we get that the resultant electric field E is equals to 3kqd divided by twice r power 4 under root 5 cos power 4 theta minus 2 cos square theta plus 1. E is equals to 3kqd divided by twice r power 4 into under root 5 cos power 4 theta minus 2 cos square theta plus 1. This is the resultant electric field at point P due to an electric quadrupole. Now direction of the electric field. Now to find the direction of electric field, find tan alpha is equals to E theta divided by ER. Now alpha will be equal to, alpha is equals to tan inverse E theta by ER, and if we put the value of E theta and ER in this equation, then we get alpha is equals to tan inverse sine 2 theta divided by 3 cos square theta minus 1. Now there are two special cases. First is when point lies on the axis of the quadrupole. When point lies on the axis of the quadrupole, that means theta will be equal to 0 degree or 180 degree. Now put the value of theta is equals to 0 degree or 180 degree in equations for ER and E theta. Now ER is equals to 3kqd divided by 2 into r power 4 into 3 cos square theta minus 1. Now we get the, on putting the value of theta, we get ER is equals to 3kqd divided by r power 4, and E theta is equals to 3kqd divided by twice into r power 4 sine 2 theta is equals to 0, because sine 2 theta will be equal to 0 for the value of theta, whether it is theta is equal to 0 or 180, we get sine 2 theta is equal to 0, so E theta is equals to 0. Now E is equals to under root ER square plus E theta square is equals to 3kqd divided by r power 4. Now second, when point lies on the equatorial region, equatorial region, that means when theta is equals to 90 degree, that means if we put the value of theta is equal to 90 degree, then we get ER is equals to minus 3kqd divided by 2 into r power 4, and E theta is equals to 0 again. So finally the resultant electric field E will be equal to 3kqd divided by twice r power 4. Now if you find the alpha, which is equals to tan inverse sine 2 theta divided by 3 cos square theta minus 1, this is always equal to 0, whether point P lies on the axial position or in equatorial position. Now next is electric field due to line charge distribution. For this, let us consider length of a line charge is capital L and charge is distributed continuously along its length. This is the wire on which the charge is distributed uniformly. And now consider an infinitesimally small element dl of L. Here the AB is representing the infinitesimally small element and its length is dl. And we have to find the electric field at point P at a distance small r from the center of the dl due to capital L. Now consider a test charge q naught is placed at point P. Now if linear charge density is lambda, then we can write lambda is equals to dq by dl, and so we get dq is equals to lambda dl, and dq is charge on the small element dl, infinitesimally small element dl. Now force on charge q naught due to dq. Force on test charge q naught due to dq. Apply the Coulomb's law for this and we get df is equals to k q naught dq divided by r square r cap, and here r cap is unit vector along Cp. Now to find the total force on q naught due to whole line charge distribution, integrate the equation first. Then we get F is equals to integration k q naught dq divided by r square r cap. Now put dq is equals to lambda dl. Then we get F is equals to integration k q naught lambda dl divided by r square into r cap. So the electric field intensity at point P is given by E is equals to limit q naught tending to 0 F divided by q naught. This is the definition of the electric field, that E is equals to limit q naught tending to 0 F divided by q naught, and we get E is equals to k integration lambda dl divided by r square r cap. Now if the charge is located at position r, if the position vector is r, then force is given by F is equals to k q naught integration lambda dl divided by modulus of r minus r dash whole cube into r minus r dash, and here r dash is position vector of the elementary charge having length dl of the line charge. R dash is position vector of the elementary charge having dl length of the line charge. So the electric field due to line charge distribution is given by E is equals to limit q naught tending to 0 F divided by q naught is equals to k integration lambda dl divided by modulus of r minus r dash whole cube into r minus r dash. This is the equation for electric field due to a line charge or linear charge distribution.